Hey guys, Kamikaze here, and it's time to continue with this elusive series. Welcome back to Cning. Now, Cning stands for Crikey Nike. I nearly forgot. It's the 10th ever episode of Cning. Oh wow, what a momentous celebration. I mean, who would have thought that it was just 9 episodes and 15 months and one rebrand ago that I rose up from the depths of hell, ranted about parking spaces, ate sweets, exploded. That part wasn't caught on camera though. Oh, who would have thought this series would make it so far? Not me, kid. And in today's episode, I'm going to be predicting the future based on absolutely nothing. Because, whether successfully or unsuccessfully, people love predicting things. I mean, on the one hand, you've got that guy that predicted computers with like scary accuracy, but on the other hand, you've got that great group of nerds known as the Aztecs who predicted the world would end and it just didn't. You know, on the one hand, you've got those time travellers that somehow called the fact that Leicester City would win the Premier League. But on the other hand, you've got this person that said that the internet would have absolutely no impact on anything. Because here's the thing about predicting the future. If all your predictions are completely wrong, and you predict that jam is going to be the national food, and in the end jam gets outlawed, then you were completely wrong, but no one cares. Nobody really talks about all the predictions that went wrong. But if you're somehow, by some miracle of just luck, correct, and you actually predicted something that will happen in the future, you're hailed as a hero. People love going into the comments of the video, the guy who predicted computers, and saying, "Oh, you're a god, I love you, computer man, I love you." When, yes, he made a very good prediction, but at the same time there were probably thousands of people who also made predictions about the same thing, and they were just wrong. It's just that by chance, one of them had to turn out correct. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a load of outlandish, crazy predictions. And if they're wrong, nobody cares. I'll just put this video on unlisted and pretend it never happened. But if they're right, I'm going to get Reddit upvotes, Reddit gold, real gold. I'll rob a bank. I'll be a time predicting hero. I will go on to be the president. I've seen a lot of these style of videos where people say things like, "I predicted what would happen in the year 2020. Here's me reacting to the prediction." So I could make a really cool one of those videos in like 10 years or something. I mean, think about like Professor Trelawney from Harry Potter. Basically, she just spends her life making stupid predictions that never turn out to be true. But twice, on 2 occasions, it was a real prediction. And now she's made a living of it. But anyway, on with my predictions for El Futuro. Okay, my first prediction is that there will be a major Coca-Cola scandal involving the ingredients inside Coca-Cola. I talked about this in my Coke water video, but basically only I think a couple of people in the world actually know the full list of ingredients in Coca-Cola. And my question is, why? I mean, I get the idea of it then being harder to replicate, except that Pepsi basically exactly replicated it. But what are they hiding? What ingredient in Coke can they just not share to the public? Is it rats? Uranium? Neuranium? What's that? But what I'm predicting is that someday it will come out what this hidden ingredient is. And the world's going to go mad because it's probably something unpleasant. Yeah, here it is. The company maintains that the actual formula remains a secret, known only to a very few select and anonymous employees. And what kind of Area 51 level secrecy is this? Like, do we need to go and get Plankton to go and steal the secret formula? I got the secret formula, let's see what's in Coca-Cola. Oh, it's cocaine. You know, that's my first prediction. On to the next. Okay, space travel. That's a very interesting one. Now, we are planning to put people on Mars, and my prediction is that the first person will go on Mars in the year 2026. No basis to that. I just think it will be that year. It's just a random guess. But if it's correct, I'll pretend I knew that all along. I knew NASA's plans. I know the ins and outs of NASA. And my final prediction is that in the next 30 years, something very, very good and newsworthy is going to happen in Tokyo. Now, when I was planning to make this video, I realised that I had just the thing for the job. My old Diary of a Wimpy Kid do-it-yourself book, because basically it was just a load of like Wimpy Kid themed challenges, I suppose, but one of them was predicting the future. And I haven't seen this book in years. I reckon it was probably around 2015, maybe 5 or 6 years ago when I made these predictions. So I've written some future predictions in this. I mean, maybe some of them have come true yet. Maybe some of them still could come true. So I'm going to decide whether any of these are worthy to be added to my list of predictions. So this was probably around 6 years ago. I officially predict that 20 years from now, cars will run on electricity instead of petrol. That's a fair enough one. The number one thing that will get on old people's nerves 20 years from now will be a YouTube craze involving running down the street naked. Lol. Young me predicted a bright future ahead. I mean, that is something that I could see like a certain group of YouTubers doing to like really annoy everybody and give YouTube a terrible name. I could definitely see that one happening. So I will add it to my list of predictions. In the year 2035, there will be a YouTube craze where people run down the street naked. So those ones were sort of like, it gives you a formula, so it asks you to predict what cars will run on, or like what the number one thing that will get on people's nerves will be. But this one's just called 5 bold predictions for the future, so you can just make a prediction about anything. So let's see what I thought would happen. There will be a £120 million world record football transfer fee. Yeah, that did happen. That's been absolutely smashed, to be honest. Probably not that long after I wrote the prediction. Neymar went for 198 million. So, you know what? I'm going to modify this prediction, because clearly at the time I wasn't thinking big enough. I'm going to predict in the next 40 years there will be the first ever £1 billion player. That's my prediction. Antoine Griezmann will become the world's best football player. These are all about football. That hasn't happened. Give him time. Don't think it's going to happen. Not adding that to the list. Tigers will be extinct. Yeah, unfortunately. I do like a good tiger, but unfortunately they won't mate. They're not my mates. Yeah, I think they probably are going to go extinct in my lifetime. So I'm going to put a year on it. I'm going to say 2063, they will go extinct. There will be a major Coca-Cola scandal. See, this is a thought I've had for such a long time. I've known from day one. And the last one, there will be the world's biggest jewel heist. I like that one. That's a good prediction. Like, where are the jewel heists to the real world? Like, it feels like every third film there's like a big jewel heist. It's like there's always this guy on the TV going, "A jewel has been stolen from a museum in France. Ah!" Oh, where are the real life jewel heists? You know what, I want to see if they exist. Ooh, hold on. The Dresden jewel heist in Germany. Promising. German police raided a Berlin apartment, catching the 22-year-old who's been wanted internationally since a major jewellery heist in 2019. I stand corrected. What did he steal?
Priceless treasures.
The word priceless is so confusing. Like, I used to think it meant worthless. Like, it's so unworthy. You can't even give it a price. It's not even worth a penny. But anyway, I'm still going to add it to the list out of hope that the world's biggest jewellery heist, the most expensive jewel in the world, will be stolen. So I believe that's 6 predictions now. So for the last 4, like I said, I've been seeing these videos where people look back on their predictions for like the year 2020. So I'm going to make some for the year 2030. Hello, I'm you from the future. Hello, future me. I'm good, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. How's your left cheek? No, not that one. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, good, well, enjoy it while it lasts. You can't just leave after saying something like that. Help me with this video. Tell me what happens in the future. Well, that's good then. See you later.
No!
I hate that guy even though it's me. Okay, so here's my predictions for the year 2030. In January, there's going to be a major lizard-related scandal. In March, a major company is going to go bankrupt. In June, there's going to be some very interesting weather. And in September, a man from Poland is going to do something very interesting. That one sounds kind of threatening. And there we have it. There are my predictions for the future. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's see if they come true. Some of them I obviously hope come true more than others. But now I can hear the outro music getting louder, so I suppose this is the end. Goodbye!